Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, your podcast platform proudly brings to you Mid Peasants, the best podcast in the world, with your hosts, the Fluff Brendan and the Star Catherine, the Mid Podcast.
You can follow us on Twitter at The Mid Podcast and on YouTube at The Mid Podcast 6436. Make sure you add those numbers. And if you want to support the show, you can do so by becoming a Patreon member. Go to patreon.com/the mid podcast and select a tier that fits you where you have access to our random shit episodes. You can also cash app the show, $ the mid podcast, or you can go to themidpodcast.com and get you some mid podcast merchandise. We've added some new items like our Nana story and what the hell mom items. So go check that out. Every little amount helps us continue the show and allows us to go to cool events like WrestleCade. Now, it's time to entertain our mid peasants with some.
Hola, beautiful people. Hi, it's time. Predictions, once again. Because, what's the Mid Podcast without predicting shit?
Yeah.
Got 4 pay-per-views to talk about. Or wait, my bad. 2 pay-per-views and 2 PLEs.
Привет, comrade Patreons who watch us on video. And
Mm,
if you'd like to see our video, subscribe to our Patreon.
look at my beautiful background.
Look at mine.
And mine's better.
I'm actually kind of looking forward to that movie.
Well, this is the best version of The Flash.
Well, that I agree with. I'm not a fan of Ezra Miller, but it is what it is.
I'm really sad The Flash is over now.
I'm
But
sorry.
anywho, we're not talking about it. We are talking about wrestling, like always.
Which is which is like our favorite thing besides Marvel
hmm
and Star Wars.
Which, there's going to be a lot of movie reviews coming out soon.
Yes.
Spider-Man, Transformers, The Flash.
Mm-hmm.
And it's spanned like 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So congrats, people. You get more of us.
Well, I mean, that's always a good thing.
hmm But anywho, I guess it's time to get into our predictions and stuff for the Impact pay-per-view.
Yes, and this would have come out earlier if somebody hadn't slept all day. And then when they woke up and got in the shower, their nana called and wanted to take us to lunch. And you know us, we don't turn down free food with Nana.
Yeah, I don't know
And
why
we got
Maxwell.
Slurpees out of it.
I don't know why Maxwell would do that.
Uh-huh. Maxwell ain't the one that went riding in the car.
Anywho,
Vader wasn't the one that wanted Slurpees.
nobody did try to get mine. Anyways, I guess
Give me the card.
this. I have no idea what the match order is, so this is the way I wrote them down. And if you have a problem with it, oh well. Um, for the Impact Media Digital Championship, it's Joe Hendry versus a Dirty Dango. I'm going Joe Hendry. I like Joe Hendry.
Yeah, what's his theme song?
Something about believe in Hendry.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with him too. I like him.
Then it's the Coven versus the Death Dolls. I guess I'll go with the Death Dolls. I don't know. I didn't watch Impact last night because Ring of Honor was 3 hours.
Yeah, thanks, Tony Khan, for throwing two shows together on one night that now I've got to go back and watch so we can drop our review.
19 matches.
Well, I will say the 19 matches, even though there was a lot of quantity,
All of them were very good quality. Um, you said Death Dolls and
Mhm.
who?
The Coven.
I'm gonna go with the Coven. They deserve a win.
And next is the Impact World Championship match between Steve Macklin and PCO. Macklin's retaining.
I'm gonna go Macklin. Although I could see what's the little fucker's name that runs Impact?
Uh,
Scott Demore. I could see his face, couldn't think of his name. I could see Scott Demore screwing Macklin and PCO winning.
I doubt it. They just put the title on him. Next is your Impact Knockouts Championship with Deonna Purrazzo taking on Jordan Grace.
And there's a stipulation on this match that if Jordan Grace loses, she cannot challenge for the women's knockout title as long as Deonna Purrazzo holds it.
And I think that's why Jordan Grace is winning.
Yeah, but it's kind of like Macklin. They just put it on Purrazzo.
Yeah, the only thing is, this isn't Purrazzo's first run. This is Macklin's first run that I know of.
I'm gonna go with Purrazzo. I just like her, the virtuosa.
Next is the
It's gonna
X.
be a good match between the two, though,
Oh no, it will be.
or a women's match. You know, I'm not big on women's wrestling.
Next is the X Division Championship with Trey Miguel taking on Chris Sabin. I got
Miguel.
I gotta go with the boy from Detroit. I got to. Chris Sabin's winning.
Yeah, you need to go back and watch his match with Speedball Mike Bailey last night. That match has to be one of his best matches. Talking about Mike Bailey, that and the Josh Alexander 60-minute match they put on. Those are probably Bailey's two best matches in Impact.
If I want to watch Mike Bailey, I'll go watch the best of the Super Juniors. And next we have a 6-man match, which the winner of this match gets a shot at the Impact World Championship. Here are the people: Alex Shelley, Eddie Edwards, Frankie Kazarian, Jonathan Gresham, Moose, and Yura Umara? I'm going with Alex Shelley.
I'm going Frankie Kazarian.
You realize I picked both of the Motor City Machine Guns.
Yes, because you're biased toward Detroit.
Yeah, yeah. And then next it's Rich Swann, Sammy Callahan with the unknown opponent taking on the Design.
I'm going Swan Callahan and mystery opponent.
I'll go the Design.
Okay.
Trinity versus Giselle Shaw. Trinity's winning.
As I say, they're not going to bring Trinity and let her lose at her first pay per view. Negatory. Although I do like Giselle Shaw.
I do too.
Giselle Giselle Shaw's bitch boy got taken out by Trinity that last week though. That was funny.
Next is Nick Aldis versus Kenny King. They're not gonna let Nick Aldis lose either.
I don't know, but I like Kenny King and he's good.
Yeah, but you know.
You taking all this?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go all this too. Even though I do like Kenny King.
And for the Impact Tag Team Championships, we have Ace Austin and Chris Bay, part of Bullet Club, taking on Subculture. Never heard of Subculture, so I gotta go with the Bullet Club. Because I'm Bullet Club for life, baby.
You know me, I gotta go with Austin because I like him. Chris Bay is an outstanding wrestler. So I'm going with ABC. It's easy as one, two, three.
And that's Impact.
And what we got next? Night of Champions.
Night of Champions, which both WWE shows kind of have small cards. Like NXT only has 6 matches.
We're good. That means we won't miss much tomorrow since now we have to go to Greensboro.
But for Night of Champions, we have for your undisputed tag team championships Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn taking on Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns. I think the Usos are gonna cost Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns. Oh wait, no, I don't think they were able to go to Saudi.
They weren't.
So Solo and Roman are winning.
You going Solo Reigns?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Zayn Owens because I don't think they're ready to pull those belts off of them yet.
Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes.
You know I'm going Brock since Cody got a free one on Brock.
You know who I'm going with.
I don't know. You might want to change your mind after his wife runs her mouth.
I'm going Cody.
I know you're a Cody fan.
Next is the WWE World Heavyweight Championship with Seth Rollins taking on AJ Styles for the second place trophy.
The I can't beat Roman Reigns belt.
We fed everybody the Roman belt, so now we feel bad.
No, it's the we don't know what to do or how to get the split the titles or anything off of Roman, so we'll create this title for all you fuckers because it's the I can't beat Roman Reigns belt.
Anyway, Seth is winning.
I want AJ to win this so bad because you know I'm a big AJ Styles fan. And I did hear that if AJ did win, that he would end up on Raw. So does that mean the whole OC goes to Raw or just AJ?
Just AJ.
Which is kind of stupid because you drafted the whole OC to
Yeah,
SmackDown.
the whole tournament was stupid to start with when they put it on SmackDown. Anyways, next is the Intercontinental Championship with Gunther taking on Mustafa Ali.
We all know who's winning this, and unfortunately, it is not going to be Mustafa Ali.
It's Gunther.
It's going to be Gunther.
Gunther. Next is the Raw Women's Championship, which is on SmackDown for some reason, as Asuka takes on Bianca Belair. I think Asuka's winning.
That's who I picked.
I like Bianca, but she's
I do
having
too,
such
but
a
her
long
run this time has been awful. Did you hear what Nick Cannon said?
Know what?
So Bianca and Montez was on like some promos, doing some promo stuff or something. And Nick Cannon was like hosting it or whatever. Nick Cannon told Bianca Belair in front of Montez Ford, who is her husband, that he wanted to impregnate her. And Montez didn't do nothing that we know of.
Montez probably wanted to do something.
I was gonna say Montez probably wanted to slap that fucker like off the stage.
That's fucking wild. Anyways, SmackDown Women's Championship,
Which is on Raw.
which is on Raw. Rhea Ripley takes on Natalia. Rhea Ripley's winning.
I just had to.
And
What?
then
You mean they're not gonna give Natalia the belt and
mm,
let her be champion?
no. Rhea's winning. Anyways, the final match is Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus, and Becky Lynch is winning.
I think that's who I picked. Because, they're definitely going to push. Definitely going to push Becky Lynch. So what we got next?
Next is NXT Battleground. And we have Ilya Dragunov versus Dijak, which I think is the last man standing match. But I like Ilya Dragunov, so I'm choosing him.
That's who I'm picking. I like him. I think I spelled his name wrong, but I know what I mean.
Next is the NXT Heritage Cup as Noam Dar takes on Dragon Lee.
I'm going Dragon Lee.
That's who I'm going with. Because they had him lose his last pay-per-view match. That I remember. I think so.
Mm-hmm.
And then next is the NXT Tag Team Championships as Gallus takes on the Creed Brothers. I could care less about this match.
I think I took the Creed brothers.
I'll go with Gallus.
Because I think Gallus are your champions.
They are.
Okay.
Next is the North America Championship as Ro Wesley takes on Tyler Bate and Joe Gacy.
I got Wesley.
Tyler Bate's winning.
Okay.
Next is your NXT Women's Championship as Lyra Valkyrie
Yeah, Liar Valkyrie.
takes on Tiffany Stratton.
I'm taking Tiffany Stratton.
That's who I'm going with.
You're only going with her because you think she's hot.
No, because I don't know the other chick.
The other chicken wrestle. She's really good.
I don't watch NXT.
I do.
And next is the NXT Championship. Carmelo Hayes taking on Braun Breaker. The title is staying on Carmelo.
Yeah.
Because
Although I do like Braun being a bad guy now.
Carmelo is him. And now the only pay-per-view I am excited for this weekend, which I may or may not be able to watch depending on the weather.
The weather? What does the weather have to do with you watching a pay-per-view?
The weather is deciding if there's a NASCAR race on Sunday in Charlotte or not.
Nobody cares about a NASCAR race.
I care about it. But wasn't the Owen Hart tournament supposed to start this week? Or is that starting at Forbidden Door?
They are going to announce the opening at Double or Nothing, and then I think they're going to run the whole tournament on their Canadian tour.
They are running it on the Canadian tour, but I couldn't remember if it was starting now.
Yeah, I think they're going to like announce the brackets at Double or Nothing.
Okay.
So give me a second. I had to flip the page in the book. So before we get into predictions, question. Do you
It's
think
1996.
it was an okay year? Do you think Double or Nothing has played out Las Vegas and they should go somewhere else?
Yeah.
And if so, where do you think they should go?
Hmm. It's a good question.
God damn.
Um,
If they want to stick with the gambling casino thing, they should do Atlantic City.
somewhere in the Northeast.
My biased opinion would be Raleigh, Greensboro, or Charlotte.
I mean, LA.
Eh.
Do it at the Staples Center. It's not the Crypto.com Arena, damn it. It's the fucking Staples Center. Um, What's another? I mean,
Detroit, I mean, you do have casinos in Detroit. You
yeah,
could do Windsor. You could do Windsor in Canada. They
mm,
got a lot of casinos in
yeah,
Windsor.
but Windsor doesn't have that
I mean,
big
you could find like something close by to stick with the theme.
be
I would
Detroit.
say Atlantic City because Atlantic City is known for its gambling and stuff.
Yeah. Mm,
But anyway,
yeah, I'm like you, Atlantic City, Detroit. Mm, I mean, I would even say like somewhere in Florida, Miami.
maybe my
But
computer's
any
about to die.
match card time,
My computer's about to die.
plug it in.
Just did, but I had to unplug the cooling thing. All
Mm,
right, let's get into the best pay per view of the weekend. No bias in that at all.
there's a lot of bias in that. But it's okay because it's probably true.
I can't help that I'm a big Tony Khan fan.
Anywho, this will be your. No, we're gonna go from least important to most important.
Go however you want to.
Ethan Page and the Guns taking on the Hardy Brothers and Hook. Uh, I guess I'll go with the Hardys and Hook because I like Hook.
Um, I really love me some guns, and I really love me some Ethan Page. But if they're sending Hook out there, Hook's gonna win. Which I knew this yesterday that Hook was replacing Isaiah Cassidy.
Mhm. And then next is the TBS Championship when Jade Cargill defends her title against Taya Valkyrie. And Jade is losing this match.
Yeah, I'm going with Taya. It's about time. You've gotten Jade to 60-0. Now she needs to go 60-1, and Taya's the person to do it. This waiting for Chris Statlander bullshit is done. You cannot
Unless,
you Whoa, I'm not done talking. You hold your horses. You can't hit your wagon to somebody like Chris Statlander who has bad knees and you don't know when she's gonna get hurt and how long she's gonna be out. I would give it to Taya.
and then you let Statlander take it off of Taya eventually.
Then I would let Taya have a run. Mm, what's the next pay per view? Forbidden
Forbidden
Door.
Door.
I don't know. They would do an AEW match on Forbidden Door.
I mean, they did last year with Thunder Rosa and Tony Storm.
Ugh, Contarosa. Um, might let Taya keep it up until Forbidden Door, but that's not that far.
No, they'll
Maybe
let
let
her
Taya keep it until
all
Wembley
out.
or All Out because that's after Wembley.
But anyways, next is a unsanctioned match when we take Chris Jericho and Adam Cole. You know who I'm going with, and it's not Chris Jericho
I think I'm gonna go cold too.
because it's Adam Cole, baby. No, I'm not a
And
baby.
Adam Cole did an interview today, and they asked him about Kyle O'Reilly, and he says we could see him soon.
Hey, Sunday would be a good time for Kyle O'Reilly to return.
I mean, could be. Just saying, he dropped that
Also,
hint.
Adam Cole's your next AEW World Champion.
Mm.
Anyways, we have the Blackjack Battle Royal.
Do we want to list all the components in this?
No,
Yes, we do.
I didn't write that down.
I got it. Hold on. I just got to find the thing. I got you covered. So, in your international championship blackjack battle royal, you have the Blade and Butcher, Kip Sabian, Dustin Rhodes, the Best Amigos, Chucky T, Trent, Bandito, Commander, Keith Lee, Jay White, of course, Orange Cassidy, Ricky Starks, Swerve Strickland, Juice Robinson, Lee Moriarty, and Big Bill. You have Tony Nese and Ari Daivari, Brian Cage, and the Lucha Brothers.
So my issue with
And
this,
Commander,
you
if
already
I
said
missed him.
Commander.
Okay.
My issue with this is that there's too many fucking tag teams in it. It's not a tag team battle royal.
That is what I'm saying.
Like, you shouldn't have all your fucking tag teams in this match. I love you, TK, but this is stupid.
And you know who's not in this, which I was picking to be in this to win? Roosh.
Yeah, where the fuck is Rouge? Who else? I mean, hell, you could have thrown Shane Taylor in there. Like, I'm fine with Keith Lee and Swerve being in there. Isn't Brian Cage in it as well?
Yeah, Brian Cage, just said him.
Like, this is a tag team battle royal, but for a singles title. What happened to Kyle Fletcher being in it? I thought he said he was going to be in it. You could have thrown Andrade in it. You could have thrown Miro in it.
Where's Preston Vance?
He could have been in it. Hell, throw Jose the Assistant in it.
I don't think Jose wanted to be in the Battle Royal. Maybe I need to tweet at Jose and ask him why he's not in the Battle Royal.
Could have thrown RJ City in it for all I give a fuck. Not all these fucking tag teams. What are we doing here, TK?
So, out of all the people I named, 1, 2, 3, 4, I think have maybe 5 have a shot at winning.
I want Keith Lee or Swerve to win, but they won't, so I think it'll be Jay White.
But why are you going to put a title on Jay White that's not the world championship? Because he is world championship material. He has been booked like shit since he come to AEW.
You're being sarcastic.
I'm being very sarcastic because that's what the IWC has been bitching about on Twitter.
Nobody gives a fuck about what they have to say.
So I said I had 5 people I think could win this. So I'm going to go in order from 5th to 1st. 5th, Kip Sabian. He needs a push. He needs a run.
No.
Yes. 4, Juice Robinson.
Okay.
3, Keith Lee.
Yeah.
2, Swerve Strickland, because he definitely needs a run. And you need somebody other than MJF, who's supposed to be a heel, yet gets cheered by the fans, to hold a title. You need another heel title. So I could see Swerve. And then number 1, Jay White.
I can see that.
So out of that, I'm going to go with Jay White.
Anyways,
Who you're picking?
I said Jay White.
I missed it. My bad.
Next up, which I think this should be the main event, but it's not. We have the match that shit is going to hit the fan. Because it is anarchy in the arena as the Blackpool Cutback Club takes on the Elite. And I think the BCC is winning.
Anarchy in the UK. There was a song called Anarchy in the UK by Megadeth. Used to like that song. Your nana would get mad when I listened to it. Yes, the shit is gonna hit the fan. If you don't like blood, don't watch this match because there's gonna be a lot of blood. There's gonna be a lot of gore. There's gonna be a lot of oh shit moments,
And the BCC is winning.
and the BCC is winning.
Which, hear me out, theory time. Takeshita costs the Elite this match. Right? And well, the Elite's upset about that, so they're like, we want blood and guts. We'll get somebody. You guys have your 5. Boom, out comes Kota Ibushi. And that way it's the Elite versus the BCC with Takeshita at Blood and Guts.
Or Don Callis cost the Elite this match, and he makes it known that he and Takeshita have joined the BCC. Then out comes Ibushi.
Nah, I think it's Takeshita who cost them the match.
I mean, I could see that maybe. Or Takeshita comes in there and tries to get them to settle down and be friends.
Yeah.
And Don Callis does something underhanded.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so yeah. Don Callis is going to play a part in this. I haven't figured it out yet.
Sneaky bastard.
Although I do like Don Callis.
Anyways, next match. This pains me to say. The AEW Women's Championship, Jamie Hayter versus Toni Storm. And Jamie Hayter's not retaining. Sad.
No, she is not retaining because evidently she is injured. And they're probably going to let her work this match to drop the title to Storm. So we don't have a Contra Rosa issue like we did last time. Hopefully Tony Khan learned from that mistake.
But
And I have a theory. Listen to my theory. Listen. So Tony Storm wins the Double or Nothing. We get Hayter healthy. She come back like if she can be healthy in time, like
Olin.
yeah, but like July, sometime in July, if she can come back within July, then have her chase Storm up until All In at Wembley, have them battle for the AEW Women's Championship. Storm loses. Hayter wins it All In. You know, she's British. And then at Full Gear, you could have them go again, or
Throw Britt and Hayter.
you could throw Britt in here, and now Britt is jealous of Hayter because Hayter has won the title twice.
I could see that.
Since Britt won the title.
Once.
There we go. That's your storyline to have Britt Baker turn on her.
Okay.
Call me TK. I'll work for your creative.
But yeah, with Hayter being hurt, Toni Storm's winning the title.
Which is, I think, why everybody has been bitching that not Storm, but Hayter hasn't been wrestling singles a lot. I think they've done that because they know she was hurt. So they've put her in tag matches to try to protect her. That way she doesn't have to do all the,
Mm-hmm. But
do
yeah,
all the heavy lifting.
that it sucks because 3 or 4 of the women I like the most got hurt all in the span of a week. I mean, Liv Morgan has a torn rotator cuff. Dakota Kai tore her ACL in the same fucking match.
Protecting Liv Morgan.
Then Mercedes broke her ankle, which they haven't said how bad it is, right?
New Japan released something.
They released that she broke it, but they never said like how bad it is.
They never gave, but a broke is much better than a sprain, though. So.
And then now Jamie Hayter's hurt.
Oh, and speaking of one Mercedes, on the media call yesterday, somebody asked about one Mercedes Monet in AEW, And one Tony Khan says the only people that know anything about that is Mercedes and myself.
What are you
Whether
gonna
she be
do?
rolling up at Forbidden Door, whether she be rolling up at some AEW.
Next is a ladder match for the TNT Championship as Wardlow takes on Christian Cage. And I think Christian's winning.
You know I'm going with Christian Cage, even though I like Wardlow. Met Wardlow, nice guy. Think he's
Cool
fine
guy.
as hell, but I love me some heel Christian.
Christian's a
And
pimp.
that title needs some validation, and I think Christian can give it some
Mm-hmm.
validation. And then hear me out. I got another theory. Christian wins the title and becomes like more of a major ass than he already is, pisses off Luchasaurus, and Luchasaurus gets jealous and goes after Cage.
Or Edge comes and takes the title off of him. I just want to see an Edge and Christian one last time. And the only way we get that if is Edge goes to AEW. Anyway, speaking of tag teams, next we have the AEW Tag Team Championships as FTR takes on Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal. FTR's retaining.
Are they that?
Yes.
Did you not see TK putting the title on Jeff Jarrett and Lethal? He is a fanboy. As much as I simp for him, he is a fanboy.
I mean, Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal did get the highest rating on Dynamite this week.
Well,
Dang.
I think that was only because Mark Briscoe pushed DSL. I mean Karen Angle. I'm gonna start calling her DSL. Dick sucking lips, because that's how she got Jeff Jarrett, evidently.
There's only 3 people who know the true story.
That's true. But I can look at a bitch and tell, because I am a bitch.
Anyways, FTR
I
is
don't know. I think FTR might win. And Mark Briscoe's the special guest ref, so you don't know which way he's going. He's done really good making you like, oh, so he loves Lethal. He kind of, likes FTR. He's gonna be the factor in this match.
Uh-huh. And then next is your main event. And it is for the AEW World Championship. As it's one Maxwell Jacob Frieden taking on
I'm better than you, and you know it.
Darby Allin, taking on Jungle Boy, and taking on Sammy Guevara. Anyways, Maxwell's winning.
Yes, Maxwell is winning.
And then Adam Cole's taking the title off of him at All Out.
Well, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. But yes, Maxwell's winning. But I do think they need to turn Jungle Boy heel.
Also, CM Punk's coming back after this match. No, I'm kidding.
Nobody fucking cares about that dweeb.
I care about him. Bobby cares about him.
Well, you and Bobby are dweebs yourself.
No, we're not.
Yeah, they need to turn Jungle Boy heel. I think he'd be a good heel. If Max actually drops the belt, I would be surprised. Although his title run has kind of sucked.
It would be the Darby, though.
Because Max, I love me some MJF, don't get me wrong. But Max is better at chasing the title than having the title. And there are certain people that are just better like that.
No, and plus Max can only do one. He knows one way of building a feud. I'm going to make you go through all of these hoops just to have this match. He did it with Cody, did it with Jericho, did it with Danielson, did it with Wardlow. I mean, he kind of had them go through hoops with that whole tournament thing. But, yeah, kind of mid.
If by chance he does drop it,
It's the Darby.
it has to be the Darby. Because out of the other three, even though Darby kind of sucks on promos, he's much better than Jungle Boy.
I like Jungle Boy, but
He sucks at promos. He's a great in the ring. He just sucks at promos. I mean, there's no way around that. Darby needs to get better at promos
Darby's
because
a
he
good
keeps
promo
saying the
when he
same
wants
shit.
to.
He keeps saying the same shit. Sammy's good at promos when he wants to. Sammy's excellent in the ring. Don't get me wrong, and I'm not a Sammy fan, but he's an excellent in ring performer.
Mm-hmm.
But out of those, I think Darby would probably be the one I would put it on if I was gonna have Max lose it.
It would be Darby. But anyways, that's the prediction show. Double or Nothing will be the best show of the weekend, and I think the worst show is going to be Battleground.
Damn, I have 280 tweets I ain't read.
Jesus fuck.
I can't help I'm popular.
But anyways, we'll see all you lovely people
Cheese board needs to shut the fuck up.
next time.
We'll be back tomorrow because we're gonna review Dynamite because it kind of goes into Double or Nothing. Huh?
No. I just said it leads into Double or Nothing.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to drop that tomorrow. Which means sometime between now and tomorrow I'm gonna have to rewatch it and take notes. Shit. How am I gonna do that? Because I gotta watch Under Siege tonight. I'm gonna watch SmackDown tonight.
You better get to it. You got 2 hours to do it.
I got Rampage. And I can take my quiz for my class by Sunday at midnight, so I can do that Sunday when I come home from church. I did all the reading, I just need to take the quiz.
I just got to do mine by Monday, so I might do it tomorrow.
So
Already
well,
6 o'clock.
We're gonna kind of be busy, so we're gonna have to get up early in the morning.
You can. But anyways,
this is way too much wrestling. I need a wrestling break. Wrestling needs an off season.
no.
No?
Nope.
I tried. You like my background? It's kind of cool.
Mine's cooler.
I got other cool ones for different stuff.
Anyways, adios.
Do Danya.
We'll see you people tomorrow with
3 hours of Ring of Honor I get to do too. Yay!
with Dynamite and Rampage. Then we'll probably see you on Monday with pay-per-view reviews.
Yes. ROH may have to wait till Tuesday.
Ring of Honor will be sometime. Then next Friday, Cross the Spider-Verse. I'm very happy about that movie.
I'm gonna sleep through it.
No, the fuck you're not. I'm gonna make sure your eyelids are wide open. You can't shut them.
I'm gonna sleep through it and dream about Tony Khan. How about that?
Nope. Okay. Goodbye.
Do Danya.